Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So student, in the previous class we were discussing the questions of the sample paper, and today we will again continue with the same. Now see here, question number 12. Identify the option that indicate the correct enzyme that is secreted in location A, B and C. Now see here. Here A, B and C is not given, but yes, 1, 2, 3 locations are given, students. We have to find out that what is the correct option which is given here, and these options are including the enzymes which is secreted by the different locations. So first one, is it the mouth? So see here, mouth, you know that the enzyme, it will be a salivary amylase, because saliva, mouth, you know that when we eat, the saliva used to mix with that of the food, and the enzyme which is released into the mouth, it is salivary amylase. So amylase will be there. The second one is stomach, and stomach, a protein digesting enzyme pepsin is released. Although HCl is also there and mucus is there. Obviously, HCl and mucus is not an enzyme, but pepsin used to release an enzyme pepsinogen. So pepsin is that enzyme which help in the digestion of the protein. And third one, it is the when it reaches to that of the small intestine, and there also an enzyme is released, and that is also a protein digestive enzyme which we called as a trypsin. So let us see the combination. The first one is given lipase. Lipase is actually that enzyme which help in the digestion of the fats. So we can say that no, the lipase will not the correct answer, since the fat digestive enzyme is not released into that of the mouth. Trypsin is there and pepsin is there, so trypsin and pepsin is the correct, but lipase is wrong, so first one is wrong. Second one is amylase. Yes, that is correct. Pepsin is also correct, and trypsin. So second one is correct, student. Third one, trypsin, amylase and carboxylase. So yes, carboxylase is not that enzyme. Trypsin is also a wrong answer. So third one is also wrong. And fourth one is permease, carboxylase and oxidase. These all are the enzymes, and these enzymes, it is not released into the mouth or the mouth. So that's why this is also a wrong answer. So answer will be B. B will be the correct option. Amylase, pepsin and trypsin. Now the next one is opening and closing of the stomatal pore depend on. You know that the stomata, which is present on the leaves, on the surface of the leaves, so that will help in that of the controlling or regulating the amount of the water. So opening and closing of a stomatal pore, it depends on, the first one is atmospheric temperature, the second one is oxygen concentration around stomata, third one is carbon dioxide concentration around stomata, and water content in the guard cells. Yes, that is the correct answer. Fourth one, it helps in regulating the water content in that of the guard cell. So fourth is the correct answer, student. It helps in regulating the water. Question number 14, you can see the picture is there. The figure given below show a schematic plan of a blood circulation in human with level 1 to 4. Identify the correct label with its function. So first one, you can see it's a red color. Obviously, if it is a red, it means it is talking about the oxygenated blood. So pulmonary vein will be there, students, because pulmonary vein is that vein which is coming through that of the lungs. And there you will find that lungs is filled with the oxygen. So it helps in providing oxygen to that of the blood, and which is carried by the pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein, it used to carry the oxygenated blood. So the first one will be the pulmonary vein. Second one, now this vein will enter into the artery, and no, this will be aorta. So aorta is what? That is the brain, that is the artery which used to carry the oxygenated blood from the heart to the different parts of the blood. So the second one, it will be aorta, which used to carry the blood from the lungs to heart. Then the third one, it is the pulmonary artery, which used to carry the deoxygenated blood. You can see it is blue in color. So this tells that it does not consisting a good amount of oxygen in it. So this is what deoxygenated blood, and it will be carried from the heart to lungs with the help of a pulmonary artery. And the fourth one is the main vein, or vena is the main vein, which used to carry vena cava is there, and the vena cava used to carry the blood from the right auricle to all the body part. Now let us see which option is correct. The first one, it is written here, pulmonary vein takes impure blood from the body part. So first one is correct, that is pulmonary vein, but it is incorrect because it takes the pure blood from the lungs to the heart. So identification is the correct, but the function it is wrong. Second one is the pulmonary artery. No, that is the wrong answer. It will be aorta, which used to carry the oxygenated blood from the heart to the different body parts. Then the third one is the pulmonary artery, which used to carry the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. And the fourth one is the main vena cava or main vein. Vena cava is there, which used to carry the deoxygenated blood from the different body part to the heart, to the right auricle of the heart. So the correct option will be the fourth one, that is vena cava. Vena cava is taking the deoxygenated blood from all the different body parts to the heart again. Identify the phase of circulation which is represented in the diagram of heart given below. Arrow indicate contraction of the chamber as shown. Now what are the things which is correct here? Blood transferred to the right ventricle and left ventricle simultaneously. So we have to see the contraction which occur in that of the heart. So blood is transferred to the right ventricle and left ventricle simultaneously. No, that is not a correct one. Blood is transferred to lungs for oxygenation and is pumped into the various organs simultaneously. So yes, this is what is the correct one, that blood is transferred to the lungs for oxygenation and is pumped into the various organs simultaneously, because blood is what, see, both of them used to pump the blood, and at one side the deoxygenated blood comes into the heart, and from the other side the oxygenated blood enters to the different body parts. So second one is the correct option. Let us see the third one, that it is transferred to the right auricle and left auricle simultaneously, and blood is received from the lungs after oxygenation and is received from the various organ of the body. So basically the second one is the correct option, student, that blood is what, it is transferred to the lungs for oxygenation and it is pumped into the various organ at the same time. So second is the correct option. Now see here. Observe the diagram of a human digestive system. Match the labeling referred in column 1 to 1 and correlate with the function in column 2. So here identification, we have to see that what are the different things which is given in the column 2 is correct related to the points or not. Now see here. First one, the length of this depend on the food the organism eat. Second, initial phase of the starch digestion. That is the wrong one because it is indicating the liver, and initial phase of the starch occur in the mouth itself. So second one is the wrong. We have to match it. So first one is what, student? Initial phase of the starch digestion. So first will be B. B will be the correct for the first. Second one, increase the efficiency of a lipase enzyme action. Yes, because it consisting of a bile. You can see here in the second one, it is given, second is pointed towards that of the liver. And liver, you know that it used to release the bile juice. So bile is good for the lipase action. It helps in the digestion of the fats. So yes, it increases the efficiency of a lipase enzyme action. So first one, it is through B, and the second one through that of the C. Now third one, you can see here, third one here, it is indicating in the small intestine. So yes, here the third one is what? This is the site of a complete digestion of a protein, fats and carbohydrate. Yes, small intestine consisting of all the enzymes, and they are intestinal juices and the enzymes. It will help in the complete digestion. So the complete digestion will take place at the third one. And fourth, obviously this is the where the length of the food, it depends upon the organisms eat. So length of this intestine, it depends upon the food the organisms basically eat. So fourth one is A. Now let us see which is the correct one. So as you can see here, it is the B, which is the correct option, students, because 1 B, second C, third D and fourth A. So it is the B will be the correct option. So in this one we have seen that how we can match the functions with the points. Which of the following mirror is used by a dentist to examine a small cavity in a patient's teeth? So here we have to tell that which one will be the mirror that is used by the dentist. First one, so the mirror that must be used by the dentist, it must be in such a way that it shows the enlarged image when the dentist keep the mirror close to that of the teeth. So obviously that will be a concave mirror, because when we keep the object nearer, then enlarged image will be formed, a virtual enlarged image will be formed. So the answer, it will be the concave mirror only, students, not the convex, which shows the diminished one. Plane mirror will show the same size, so there is no use of that. So it will be a concave mirror which is used to examine the patient teeth. Okay, now here the diagrams are given, and we have to see that what are the a kind of a image formation will occur here, and is it correct or not. So see here, in the first one, the object, the image, it is parallel, so it will passes through the focus, reaches to the screen. In the second one, as it reaches, so see students, the first one is wrong, because the second ray which is coming from that of the object, it is supposed to be what? It do not bend, it should come straight, but it is not happening, and that is why this is a wrong diagram. Second one, you will find that when the one of the ray passes, it is parallel to each other, so it passes through the focus, and in the second one, when it was reflected through that of the convex lens, then after reflection, it must be when it passes through that of it, it must be parallel. Okay, but again this is wrong one. Okay, then the third one. In case of a third one, now see here, this one is parallel. This is the correct, students, because one of them when parallel to that of the principal axis, after striking to the surface it reaches to the screen, and similarly the second one, it passes through the optical center and reaches to the screen, and ultimately they will meet at a point and where the image formation occurs. So C is the correct option. Then the third one, again it is wrong, because okay, the first ray which is passing through that of the lens, it is correct, but the second one which is coming towards that of the lens, it will not going to bend it like that, so that's why this is also a wrong option, wrong diagram. Okay, so out of that the third one is the correct option. Which of the following can make a parallel beam of a light when light from a point source is incident on it? Concave mirror as well as the convex lens. Concave mirror as well as the concave lens. Two plane mirror placed at a 90 degree to each other. Concave mirror as well as concave lens. So which of these can make a parallel beam of a light when a point source from is incident on it? Obviously, when a point source, when a light which is coming from that of a point source incident on it, the rays become parallel through that of the concave mirror as well as through that of the convex lens. The converging power, it occurs in these two only. So obviously this will be the correct option. Concave mirror as well as convex lens. Consider these indices of refraction. Glass 1.52, air 1.0003, water 1.33. Based on the refractive indices of three materials, arrange the speed of the light through them in the decreasing order. So we have to arrange it in the decreasing order. Remember that, student, it means the one which is having the speed of the light is more, it will be kept first. So the air is having a refractive index 1.003. So whichever is having the less refractive index, there the speed of the light will be really high. So in such a case, the speed of the light in the air is higher than the speed of the light in water, then the speed of the light in glass. Because more will be the refractive index, more or less will be the speed of the light. Okay, so in case of a air, the refractive index, it is less, so the speed of the light, it will be more. Okay. Now see the question number 21. If a beam of a red light and a beam of a violet light are incident at the same angle on the inclined surface of a prism from the air medium and produces an angle of reflection. Produces an angle of a refraction R and V respectively, which of the following is correct? So beam of a red light and beam of a violet light, incident at a same angle. Okay, doesn't matter. Incident at a same angle on the prism from air medium and it produces an angle of refraction R and V. Which of the following will be correct? So here the refraction, angle of refraction made by R, by red, that will be R, and violet, that will be V. So here the angle of refraction in case of the violet, it will be more than that of the red. So the answer, it will be D. And the reason is that since the wavelength of the red light it is least, so less bending will be there. While the wavelength, in case of the bending, if we talk about, so the bending we will found in case of the violet, it will be more. Okay, so answer, it will be red. Red is smaller, R is smaller than that of the V. Okay, now see here. Here diagram is given, student, concave mirror is given, object is kept there. Examine the above figure and state which of the following option is correct. Mirror has a focal length of minus 6 centimeter and will produce an image of a magnification plus 1. Okay, here it is also given that one small box in the figure is equals to 1 centimeter. So one small box is 1 centimeter. So you can see how many boxes are there, students. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So object is kept at 6 centimeter from that of the pole. So object is kept 6 centimeter, and obviously when the object is kept at the left hand side, it will be minus 6 centimeter. So u will be equals to minus 6 centimeter. Now see here, on the basis of that, what are the things which is given here. So one more thing, students, and see here, mirror has a focal length of minus 6 centimeter. No, center of curvature, object is kept at the center of curvature, and from the center of the curvature and pole, image distance is 6 centimeter. So the focal length, it will be 3 centimeter, just half. So mirror has a focal length of minus 3 centimeter, that is the correct one, and will produce an image of a magnification minus 1. How we can find out the image of a magnification of a minus 1? Image of the object, it will be equals to image of the size of the image of the distance also. So what we will find here, that if here the image, if it will be 4, so the object that we will found, the size of the object is minus 4 or 4, so the image will also be 4 only. The difference will be the magnification that will come, it will be in the negative. So answer will be, the image will be produced of a magnification of minus 1 is the correct one. So let us see which one will be the correct option. So the mirror has a focal length of minus 3 centimeter and will produce an image of a magnification of a minus 1. This is the correct option, students. The reason you can understand that the focal length, since the distance between that of the object to the center of the curvature is 6 centimeter, so the focal length will be what? It will be minus 3 centimeter. And obviously it will going to produce an image of a magnification of image of minus 1 centimeter. Okay, so focal length minus 3 centimeter and image produced of magnification, it is of minus 1. Now you can see here, angle of incidence from air to glass at a point O on a spherical glass slab is, now see here, it is from air, the object is angle of incidence from air to glass on a point A. Now see here, the angle, it used to refract here, you will find it that the angle, it is refracting. So from air to glass at a point O on a hemispherical glass slab is there. So the angle of incidence from air to glass, it will be 0 degree only. It will be 0 degree. Okay. So options are given here: 45 degree, 0 degree, 90 degree and 180 degree. So what will be the answer, students? Answer will be 0 degree. Okay. Angle of incidence from air to glass at a point O on the hemispherical glass slab is 0 degree.